Hey, it's Ice Age TV. And what are we doing today, right? It is Tremor F-250 day. I'm going to finish up my nice Gator mud flaps. You know, I'm debating whether I take this truck to Florida, my big truck and trailer and motorcycles and car. What am I going to do? But you know what? First thing I've got to do is put on these mud flaps. What's interesting, this has a factory wheel well liner, which if you watch one of my other videos on my Ford F-150, I did a wheel well liner, which I had actually install after the fact, but this is actually a factory one installed. But to install these Gator mud flaps, you got to frickin' take this liner back, and you have to be able to get to a special screw back there. So follow me along. All right, like any project, you better make sure you got all your proper stuff. So you might want to do a checklist here and tells you which, tools to use. So once you get this all laid out, first thing we do is put our nylon plastic clips here to make it so you can screw things into it. So there's like 6 of them, 2, 4, 6. So we'll do that first. Make sure you got this thing the proper way too. Don't install these backwards. Okay, see how that's got the beveled edge here going down? So it's not like this. It's like this. Okay. All right, now once you remove that little bolt down there, you got to pop this clip right here so you can pull this back, because there's a stud behind this. Let me show you how to do that. Just pop this out. Do that probably through hand, basically. Maybe not. Yeah, you can. All right, project. You got to pull back this liner. Thank God my kid's here with me to get this bolt. Get this liner pulled back. So you got to get that bolt way up there. All right, what I did, I got a right hand drill here, and I went up in here into that hole where I just took that bolt out, and I was able to get my my gun right there to go through this plastic. Okay, gotta drill through that plastic liner. All right, now using my little right hand tool here, you drill right through that plastic liner, 3/8" bit. All right, now you need to get your 1/4" bolt here, aluminum washer, and your nut and your lock washer. So that's our next thing here with this plate right here. We go up underneath the truck. I'll show you. All right, so you got to take this bolt out and replace it with a new bolt. Okay. All right, now when I took this apart, you have like a bushing right here. Okay, there's a bushing that's got to go back up in this hole right here. You see that there? Okay, it goes back in. All right, see that? Okay, and then we take this bracket and we slide it over that nut right there. Okay, see that? We got a nut there, and that's how it's gonna start looking. All right, there's your finished product on that. Okay, nut and washer and lock washer on there. All right, same process, same nut and bolts. And now we're going inside here. My camera's kind of goofing it up for you. It'll be coming through the back here. All right, I just slid that bolt through the front of the fender liner, through the back this plate, and put the nut and put the washer and lock washer in nut on it. Oh, that was a fun, that made no sense of how they told that the parts list shows this. You don't use this long one. You don't use this long one time. That's crazy. Use the shorter ones. That was kind of a project. Wow, that's a pain in the butt. You got to bend this thing. You got to bend this metal. Don't be scared to do that, to get this to fit in here. With these fender flares, it's a little bit of a challenge. You got to pop this out. So now it's kind of coming together. I'm going to put my 2 bolts up here. So that's the next project. Well, what a pain in the ass. So for Gator Boys, you don't know what you're doing. You send the wrong freaking bolts. So I'm not impressed. I mean, this is a pain in the ass. I did my dually truck in half the time I'm doing this damn thing. So anybody out there doing this, you're going to have your own little spare parts because what they send you doesn't work. It's a joke. Pitiful, really. Oh, this turned into a freaking project. I'm just figuring this stuff out on my own now. The numb nuts that design this stuff, I mean, it's really not that great. If you don't have any mechanical skills, take this project to your local dealer or a friend because you're not going to figure it out. I can't emphasize enough of that. And, you know, pay your buddy some money. Help them out, right? All right, now here's the next project. Does this thing line up? Yeah, it looks like it. That's where you're putting your bolts and washers in. All right, you see that? Hey, we're making headway. Yippee, yahoo. What a pain in the ass. Sorry, Gator Boys. All right, the video from hell. This has really been a really frustrating project. These little plastic tabs, once you get this metal in here, you try to fabricate it to kind of mesh with this inner liner and everything. So this all gets, you know, you have to bend this to make this work. This doesn't mold it correctly. So, you know, and then these tabs are popping out. It's really a drag of a project, really. So, not excited about it. So follow me along, putting on the mud flaps now. And I don't understand this bracket. That thing makes no sense on how it really fits in this vehicle. It's just weird. All right, laying on my back. So I'm going to get creative here. These plastic tabs, they don't stick. It's a joke. So I'm going to get creative. I'm going to put the plastic tab behind here, and I'm going to pull it on my own instead of, you know, you'll see, watch. All right, so see what I did here? You can't see it. It's too freaking upside down, but it's just ridiculous. It's piss poor. It's just a joke. All right, there she is. Biggest pain in the ass mud flaps I've ever done. I've done a bunch of dualies. So maybe thinks, oh, you just don't know what you're doing. Yeah, okay. I mean, that was 2 hours. What a joke. I mean, think about that. I just spent conservative an hour and a half on that one side of the truck. So tomorrow will be the next side. For today, screw that. I'm done. So, hey, Gator Boys, your screws, where you're screwing it up, you're cutting cost. These are too short. These don't work. They're too short. It's ridiculous. So, you're being a typical Chinese company, and this product needs to be longer, not shorter. That's the problem. So, hope this video helps others make a decision on buying Gator back mud flaps. I mean, they are heavy duty. They're nice, but pain in the ass to put on. So, hope everybody enjoys my Ice HTV with my attitude, and hope this helped you in figuring out how to get a mud flap on your truck. Ford F-250, that is. Hey, Ice HTV, day 2. What a frickin' project. So look at the size bolts that I'm using. They're bolts that they send you. They are in China land. It's ridiculous. You have to use big-ass bolts to make all this stuff work. So very disappointing, Mr. Gator guys. You don't send the right bolts. Wow, what a frickin' project. Jesus Christ. So, what do you think, huh? I think she's pretty good, right? So let's see here. I'm trying to keep that rubber flare. I think that other one's out a little bit more than this one, but oh well, it is. It's out by a tad, but we'll leave it at that. project, but hey, Gator Boys didn't get all the nylon. It's just little nylon washers here. Didn't get all of them. I don't know, you guys, this is a huge mistake. You can't use these. It's ridiculous. Quit cutting your corners. Are you kidding me how much I paid for these things? These things are a bloody fortune. You got to do better than that. Ridiculous. So, hey, everybody watching my YouTube channel, probably heard a lot of aggravation from me on this project, but it was a freaking project. So I had to modify things to make it work. So I hope this helps you when, you know, putting your Gator rear mud flaps on, but what a freaking project. And somebody else will be like, hey, no big project. Well, cool. I believe it. I'm not perfect, so whatever, but my gosh. And you know what's crazy? Here's my Bronco. I've never gotten motivated to do these. I can do these next, but that's a whole other project. Hey, thanks for watching Ice Age TV.